Good evening, I'm Jacob Reimer. The Columbus Blue Jackets begin a back-to-back tonight. They're in New York visiting the Rangers. The CBJ are looking for their first win since the Winter Olympic break. Face-off is at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, they'll return home to take on the Predators. Catch both games here on The Fan. In the NFL today, the Browns acquired right tackle Titus Howard in a trade with the Texans in exchange for a fifth-round pick. The Texans also landed David Montgomery in a trade with the Lions. The Bengals and right guard Dalton Reisner agreed to a one-year, $5 million extension. And the Commanders released Pro Bowl corner Marshawn Lattimore. College hoops tonight in the top 25. Number 1 Duke is at NC State at 7 o'clock. And a top 6 clash in Tucson between number 2 Arizona and number 6 Iowa State at 9 o'clock. This update is sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at Scramblers. From now through March 31st, get a buy one, get one free deal on the Manhandler skillet on the app. Terms apply. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Bring it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
And Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Off and rolling here on a Monday. I am Brandon Beam hanging out with our guy, A-Ward Sports, Austin Ward, Reimer behind the glass. Austin, happy Monday to you, my friend. What's going on? Good to talk to you.
It's great to be here with clear roads. Woke up this morning. We got a text from Dublin City Schools. Hey, the buses might be late because of the winter weather. It's like, what winter weather? Went to bed last night and everything was fine. Wake up and have 3 inches on the ground? No, thank you.
So last night I got an email, a 10 TV weather alert. Stay weather aware this time of year.
Always.
From our boy Michael Behrens over at 10 TV. And he goes, we're updating our forecast. We're going to get a couple of inches of snow on the ground here to start your Monday commute. I said, well, that's not good.
No, not good at all.
It doesn't seem like it's an ideal situation. So let me take you back to what I was dealing with last night. Meredith goes to bed. I usually go to bed a little bit later than her.
Mm-hmm.
And
gotta watch Traders.
Yeah, we finished it, by the way. It's a great first season. We finished it over the weekend. Thanks for the recommendation. It was terrific. And this is about, I don't know, 11:30, 11:45 last night. I'm in the process of getting ready to go upstairs and go to bed. And I hear on the monitor, I gotta poop. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, am I making this up? Is this a real thing that I just heard? And so I turn on the monitor, turn on the camera, and Willie's sitting up in bed. Dad, I gotta poop.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right, cool. Let me go in there. I walk in. I said, do you really have to, or are you just awake? He's like, I really gotta go. I said, all right, cool. That's good. Good job waking up for that. That's nice. So I do that. All is fine. Takes us about 25, 30 minutes to finish the situation because it brings his cars and everything, and all of a sudden now
a magazine.
It's playtime, right? Like
Ka-chow.
he's awake. Exactly. Ka-chow. He did have Francesco Bernoulli with him, which was a big deal. And at that point, I'm trying to get him ready to go back to bed. And this is about 12:15, 12:20 in the evening, early morning. And I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, dude, it's time to lay back in bed. I don't really want to lay back in bed. I'm like, well, it's nighttime, man. Like,
it's not up to you.
It's the middle of the night. And I'm getting ready to close the door. Don't close the door. Don't close the door. I'm scared. Like, all right, sounds good. At that point, I knew he was going to be up for a couple more hours. And so I just ate the L. I went upstairs. I grabbed my pillow. He has a trundle bed, so you can pull out the bed underneath his bed. I'm like, I'm just going to sleep down here because I know he's going to be talking for an hour and a half, 2 hours. He's going to want to, someone to come down and check on him. I'm like, I don't want to wake Meredith up. I'm just going to grab a pillow and a blanket and sleep with him. Mm-hmm. Sleep downstairs in the same bedroom. That way we can just avoid both of us being awake at crazy hours in the evening. So I did that. And at about 7 o'clock this morning, I wake up because I hear some rustling. And again, it's trundle bed, so his bed is above, where I'm laying at. And I just see these 2 pair of eyeballs peering over the bed from me last night. And again, 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:30, maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. I didn't look at the time. But it's obvious, it's light outside.
Yeah.
And Meredith had already left for work. I heard her leave a little bit early, which, all right, it's past 7. And he just looks at me and goes, Dad, there's snow on the ground. I said, all right, cool, man. You need to go back to sleep for another 30 minutes, at least.
Yeah.
I'm like, because you went to bed pretty late last night. 30 more minutes roll by, more eyeballs. Dad, there's more snow on the ground. So finally, like, we get up. I look out the front door. I'm like, boy, there is a lot of snow on the ground. Meredith texted me. She goes, took me about 45, 50 minutes to get into work here this morning. It took us 25 minutes to get to daycare today, which is usually a 6-minute drive from our house. It was a mess. I was not really expecting that, even though our guy Mikey B sent an email earlier. I was like, I don't know if I believe you. And I should have.
Yeah, got to bring a broom.
It was a mess, Mitzi. Got a great show for you tonight. Out of here at 6:30. We're going to get you out to New York coming up at 6:30 here this evening. Jackets at the Rangers tonight, 7 o'clock face-off. We'll talk about Buckeye Hoops here in a second. In our next segment, Austin's question of the day, it will take us to one Jacob Reimer and whether he can or cannot handle the heat. So you lost a bet.
He's already sweating behind the glass right now.
You lost a bet a couple of weeks ago.
Adam just walked in and handed me a glass of milk.
Oh, you can't have any milk with this.
Oh, okay.
You can't have any milk. It's a donkey wing, buddy. You're
Okay.
fine. You're going to be okay.
I've got water with me.
Yeah, water's fine. It actually makes the heat worse. So you lost a bet. We'll do that in our
Water
next
makes
segment.
it hotter.
It does. It spreads the heat around your mouth. You're not supposed to have that when you're eating hot things. So you will pay off the bet in our next segment. You're going to eat a donkey wing live on the air, courtesy of the live show at Roosters earlier on today.
It's a fun casual joint.
It is a fun casual joint. So you're going to do that here in a little bit of time. Before we get to that, we should talk some Ohio State basketball because you were looking for a signature win a couple of weeks ago. You thought you got one against Wisconsin. You were feeling good about the situation. Like, boy, this could really springboard this team into a great run down the stretch. And then, unfortunately, you went up to the Breslin Center, lost a close game, and then turned around last week and got absolutely hammered by Iowa on the road at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Going into yesterday's game, Austin was a little bit tepid. You didn't really know which Ohio State team you were going to get. They got out to a lead. They didn't let Purdue really back into the game at all until it was the under 4 media timeout, and everyone got a little bit angsty. Amari Bynum hits a big three to put you up by 9. You were up by 6 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go or so in the game. But, boy, you were looking for that quad 1 win that was going to stay a quad 1 win. You got it yesterday, and now the task is very simple for this Ohio State basketball team. Win on the road Wednesday at Penn State. Turn around senior day at home Saturday. Bruce Thornton's final game as an Ohio State player in the regular season at home against the Hoosiers of Indiana. You win those 2 games after yesterday's performance, you are in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and I think going into the weekend, I know there was a lot of angst and uncertainty. Like maybe that was the final straw, the way that second half or the last 30 minutes, I guess, at Iowa on Wednesday night went. It was like, well, that's it. I mean, that was a great shot. Purdue's too good of a team. That was really one of the first halves. I think if you're looking at maybe the final 5 or 6 minutes against Michigan and then that extended stretch against Iowa where it's like, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look like what Ohio State basketball has been because that's what I've thought has been one of the defining qualities of this team. They've been up and down. They have punched above their weight. They've largely avoided any bad losses. But even when they've been right before that, the Michigan State game, up against it, battling for Jake Diebler, battling for each other, continuing to fight. And you just didn't see a lot of signs of that specific to the Iowa game. But the good news is, for Jake Diebler, for Ross Bjork, for everyone over there involved with that program,
Bruce Thornton,
it was an aberration. And they proved that by the way that they responded against Purdue. The work is not done. They can't just say, well, that's the quad 1 victory. That's the signature entry on the resume we're looking for, because it will be erased. If the win will count, but in the eyes of the selection committee on that Sunday when the brackets come out, if you turn around and you drop these games, one or both, definitely both, but you lose to Penn State or you lose to Indiana, especially given the Hoosiers scenario where they are on the bubble.
trending the wrong way.
That can be snatched away from you in a hurry. So the job is not done.
It's not, but it was a great performance yesterday over at the Shot. John Mobley Jr. was your leading scorer, 21 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 5-11 from the three-point line. I think the most impressive part about John Mobley Jr.'s performance yesterday is he got to the free throw line 0 times, and he was still the leading scorer for Ohio State. But, Jacob, you and I mean, we were breaking down the game yesterday, And the biggest part of this whole reason why Ohio State was able to get this victory against Purdue, it was rebounding and it was the aggressiveness going to the bucket. Purdue shot 10 free throws. Ohio State made 25 free throws, and you also out-rebounded them by 7. So you put those together with a very efficient day offensively, shooting 51% from the field, and that's ultimately why they came away victors. Again, it was just the aggressiveness going to the basket and then the ability to get on the boards. Devin Royal, for everything that we have talked about with him this season, and even yesterday trying to get the ball inbounds late in the game, getting an offensive foul and a turnover, he was terrific on the boards yesterday. I know it wasn't maybe his most efficient performance from the field, but he was great at the free throw line, and he was awesome getting you rebounds.
Well, and Jake Diebler has preached all season about wanting to get multiple, just consistently getting paint touches, and Ohio State had their way in the paint. They were isolating on mismatches, taking those bigs on the perimeter, and the guards were getting in there whenever they wanted to, and that led to either layups for them or dump-offs. You saw with Amari Bynum a couple times, Christoph Tilley, Ivan Nagovin. He was awesome.
He was great.
Gave some massive minutes, and I feel like with the rebounding against a team like Purdue that just has giants, that can give you some confidence moving forward, especially into the Big Ten tournament when you're playing against the Michigans potentially, and Illinois, Michigan State again potentially. Like that's going to be big for them moving forward.
Absolutely, and it was a great win yesterday. Again, the final score, 82-74. You got the elusive quad one victory. It was at home. And again, the schedule this week, Wednesday on the road at Penn State, Saturday back at home coming up against Indiana. Austin, your question of the day will lead us to one Jacob Reimer and whether or not he can or cannot handle the heat. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or give us a call and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, getting ahead in this world is not as complicated as it might seem. Having the early guidance and counsel of your community banker, one who knows you and your family's story, can make a great deal of difference. Relationships matter. Bank on community banking. I'm Scott McComb, coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
When it comes to all-wheel drive vehicles, nobody gives you more to choose from than Toyota, including the best-selling Camry and the best-selling RAV4.
You've also got Toyota's 5 Brothers, which include the best-selling Tacoma and the legendary new 4Runner.
All-wheel drive gives you the traction you need for confident driving on any road, in any weather.
With 25 different all-wheel drive choices, there's only one thing you need to know.
Nobody knows all-wheel drive better than Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Ohio State fans. Next time that snack craving hits, Burger King has you covered with the O-Fry-O bundle. You get a medium fry, 8-piece chicken fries, 8-piece mozzarella fries, and an 8-piece chicken nuggets, all for just $10. It's perfect snack fuel for one, wherever and whenever you're cheering on the Scarlet and Gray. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Tax Extra.
Buckeye Nation, join us on April 12th at the 2026 Ohio State 4-Miler, presented by Union Home Mortgage, the Ohio Beef Council, and Raising Cane's. This is your chance to run down a tunnel and finish on the 50-yard line at Ohio Stadium. You can also get access to the home locker room and meet some of your favorite Buckeye student athletes. A portion of the proceeds benefit the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. This is something you won't want to miss. Register today at ohiostateformiler.com. Go Bucks!
Buckeye fans, this is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Buckeyes MVP membership. You'll receive all the benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win tickets to Ohio State sporting events, access to exclusive MVP experiences, along with 10% off select gear at the Ohio State Team Shop. Already a AAA member? Add the Buckeyes MVP membership for free. Head to AAA.com/Buckeyes to upgrade or join the squad and put your fandom in drive.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Watch out for some patchy fog overnight with a few rain showers across central Ohio. Overnight lows at about 37. On Tuesday, high temps middle 50s with moderate to heavy rainfall coming in the afternoon, which could make for a slow evening rush hour. Another high chance for moderate to heavy rainfall coming in on Thursday morning, but Thursday's highs right around 70 degrees. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
We here at The Fan believe there's no such thing as too much Ohio State coverage. You're locked into the Buckeye Show.
Here on the Buckeye Show. Brought to you by our good friends over at CareSource.
I gotta say, you do an amazing job with show prep, Beamer, but we have never, ever spent as much time debating how, when, where, why Reimer needs to be to get the footage of this wing.
Listen, man, all I do is talk, all right? When it comes to directing, acting, I'm not the guy. We just usually flip on the microphones over here, and usually that's the end of that. Reimer's going to saunter on in here in a second. I want to let you know, though, Jackets coming up here at 6:30, taking on the Rangers this evening. And our fan poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub. Following the win over Purdue, what do you think is more likely? Ohio State misses the NCAA tournament or the Buckeyes make the Sweet 16?
Oh.
Those
are the only two options?
That's it. It's the only two options. Miss the tournament or make the Sweet 16. Now, the last time I checked on X, the Everything app, it was about 65-35, miss the tournament.
I think, oh, boy. That has to be more likely. Even if you're looking at like the betting markets, like they're not guaranteed to be in. You know, some of the bracketology stuff, as Reimer knows right now, last four in, some of that could slip away immediately. I think they're going to win these next two games.
I do too.
I think they're going to be in, but getting to the Sweet 16 is also very difficult.
It is. But what's more difficult at the moment, missing the tournament or making the Sweet 16? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
Well, I guess that's why it's the Twitter poll.
That's
the
right.
The X poll, excuse me.
Yes, the Everything app poll. All right, Reimer, you've sauntered your way into the studio. Quick shout out. So you're over here. We're not on fully automated control over in the producer's booth. One Television's Adam King is running the board. So Fish, if you're listening, and
he can do it all, man. I got this, guys. I got this.
Something really bad happens. Send your emails to Adam King. Because he's the one who has run the show aground. All right, let's catch everyone up to date with why the reason you're doing this, Jacob. Because a couple of weeks ago, we were sitting in here having a great time, and you had mentioned to Austin and me that AJ DeBonzas, who is a player for BYU, one of the best players in college basketball this year, his point total over-under for the game was 30.5.
Mm-hmm. He was on a tear.
He was on a tear. And you said it's the highest player total for over-under ever in the history of college basketball, and AJ DeBon's at 30.5. And Austin and me looked at each other, was like, there's just no way he's going to score 31 points. Less than 0% chance.
Hammer the under.
Just smoke the under if you are available. And you were so confident that he was going to get the over. Said, what do you want to bet? And I said, I don't know. So that's where we left it for the evening when we were working together. We didn't come to terms on this bet until it was over. AJ DeBonsa in that game scored 29 points. All right.
So he started slow too, but he
did say before the game started, I think it has to be food related, right? That happened before the game.
That was all that was on my mind was just I feel like it has to be something either eaten or bought for somebody, whatever.
Yeah. So we weren't going to do that. My original plan was just to make you eat a jalapeno live on the air. But Austin, since you were at Roosters today doing the live show,
that's right.
We decided that, you know what, we're going to get Jacob a hot wing. And to give everyone a reference point, you, Jacob, when you go to Roosters, what is your order?
I just get the exact order is 10 mild flappers.
Okay, 10 mild flappers. Well, you have a drum in front of you.
That's fine.
Sorry, I could have warmed you up a flapper. I had both out there. I didn't know that was your order.
And it is the donkey sauce, which I like the donkey sauce. Usually I get hot. I can go up to the donkey. Adam, you had one earlier. You're not a big hot guy either. You handled it fine.
I wouldn't say I'm not a big hot guy. I don't know that that's exactly what, that's kind of rude. I'm just trying to work here. But yeah, it was not as spicy as I expected it to be.
Small hot guy.
Definitely kicked in later on.
Okay. All right, Jacob. So in order to pay this bet off.
Yeah, this is just sitting here. I can smell it. And
it smells really good. Yeah.
It's not bad.
The floor is yours. Okay. So again, just
we didn't get any napkins.
Well, listen, man. All we do is talk.
There goes Adam. Adam's multitasking.
Look at our producer go. Our producer's running. He's going to get you some napkins.
You have to lick the fingers, Reimer.
Yeah, you do.
I will, but there's the other residue after it that's there.
All right. We've got 5 minutes left in the show because it is a quickie tonight. Again, we'll get you out to Madison Square Garden, Rangers, and the Jackets coming up here. To give people perspective, when you go to Chipotle, do you get any salsas?
No, I do not.
Yeah, too hot for you.
It's nothing that I get on it. It's just plain.
The hour has come, my friend. Why don't you dive into that lovely donkey wing from Roosters, and we will see how you react to this. Austin, while Jacob is enjoying that wing, do you enjoy a donkey wing from Roosters?
I've actually never had that specific sauce, despite how...
It's already getting there.
Oh,
you're
just
like
right off the
2
bat.
seconds in.
That's surprising. Now, I watch my colleague, Berm, go nuclear.
Chew into the mic or
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Chew away.
Every single Monday, he goes with the hottest sauce. And if you watch the live show, which you can on 97.1 The Fan's YouTube channel or 10 TV's YouTube channel or 10 TV Plus, he likes to say that he is merely sweating from his eyes, not crying. And we'll see if that happens here with Reimer.
I think I'm getting close.
He's
already
there.
Close to crying?
Feeling the heat?
My mouth is just really on fire right now. And Adam says it's after. So that makes me really nervous for what's after, for how
I just hope you don't get the hiccups.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Yeah.
Seems like that.
But if you're able to handle this one, I think, all is fair in love and AJ DeBonsa underbetting that we should just kick you up to the nuclear wing.
That's right. I mean, I will be back at Roosters every single Monday for the live show. So there's only one more rung up. Now, you had said, Beamer, and we had talked to Rhyme Time's dad weighed in, said he is a go-to hot garlic combination guy. And you told me, so I was checking, what should I get the order? So I think we talked about hot garlic. And I was there, and I was like, I don't know. That seems pretty manageable. The hot, that doesn't knock you out. And the garlic is delicious. It's going to cut out, get a little butter in there.
How you doing? You all right?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
So we have to kick it up. I'm not going to bring in the nuclear, but we got to go donkey. And I'm glad we made that adjustment.
What are you currently feeling right now? Lip tingling sensation?
Yes, lip and tongue is very tingling right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to avoid this water, which probably isn't good. Well, I should take that milk.
I thought our producer brought you milk.
Our producer did bring him milk.
I almost didn't see him over there. I was like, where'd he go?
Yeah, he's gone. No, he went to do television. You got to run back over there before the end of the hour. You're doing a nice job on that wing. You've almost polished it entirely off.
The producer keeps trying to weigh in over here.
Yes, go ahead, televisions and radios.
I think we need another bet here that brings in the nuclear. Is that what it is?
Yeah, nuclear.
You guys got to come up with something this week, and loser has to do the nuclear.
That's fine.
You're going to be popping onto the show again tomorrow night, right? It's a Tuesday. So all four of us can work on it.
Yeah, we can workshop something. We'll workshop something tomorrow.
There is a big college basketball game tonight.
What is it?
It's Iowa State at Arizona.
All right, you tell us who you're picking, and then let's make the bet right now. Are we doing points?
Let's see how much of a college basketball expert you really are.
Man,
Jacob, you're getting a phone call. Do you want to take this now, or are you your mouth kind of full?
It's fine. Thanks.
Is he getting a phone call? Pick it up. No. Pick it up and put it on speakerphone.
Dad? Yeah. Is that you?
Oh,
this is great. Okay.
I can feel my nose running, though, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because of,
you look like you're about to start sweating a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very close to it.
No, the cheeks aren't flushed at all. He looks fine.
You look a lot better than a couple of Saturday nights ago when you were yakking into a trash can. Honestly.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you look a lot better than that. Hopefully that wing doesn't...
I think he did pretty good. He picked it clean there.
Right now, I feel like I could do another one, but...
Okay, well, there's 3 more in the fridge. Let's go.
If it's after...
Rack them up.
More after what Adam says, then I could be in trouble.
Oh, no.
I'm going to go back over there before we have to go.
Give us a full report, all right?
I mean,
tomorrow.
It was good. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
tomorrow.
Well, I don't know how much of a full report we need.
Yeah. Well, I think we need the Grizzlies.
We already got the young over here. You got to think of your bet for tonight, and I'll be the other end of it. All right. I'll take loser has to do the nuclear.
Yeah. I'm also going to be on the other end. I'm taking whatever Jacob is not going to be on. I'm going to take the opposite side. So the advantage is going to be him.
Why is he coming back? Am I getting replaced right now? What's happening right now?
I don't know what's going on. He was very adamant that you needed to get out of there, and he needs to get us to break. Great job, our producer, Adam King. Also, great job,
Adam King.
Reimer, good job on that. We'll have to get the Grizzly details tomorrow from you.
Is it outright win or...
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. We don't. I don't know if we have much time. I need to think about it, and then we can put something out.
Are
later.
you thinking clearly, or are you just heat rattled?
Yeah, I think I'm heat rattled. Definitely.
Everyone, have a great night. Jacob, thanks for being a good sport. Great job by our producer, televisions and radios, Adam King. Austin, I had a great time with you here this evening on our little quick edition, and I had so much fun today with you. I think we'll do it again tomorrow for another 30 minutes.
Maybe we'll actually talk about Ohio State football tomorrow.
I don't know. Everyone have an awesome night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Jackets up next on The Fan.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports.